Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we played as Killick, and now in this episode, let's play as Zasalamel. We only have 2 characters left, so let's do it. Let's see. Let's go with this costume. Let's go with this weapon. Zasalamel was born as a member of a tribe that protected the spirit sword, but he broke the commandments of the tribe and was exiled. He learned the secret arts of reincarnation and now lives an eternal life. Over time, however, he lost any sense of joy in life and came to desire a peaceful death. The spirit sword had reappeared and sealed the soul edge. Zasalamel theorized that their 2 powers reached their peak, they might be able to achieve his own death. To revive the cursed sword, he deliberately acted to warp Siegfried's mind and sent Nightmare out to devour souls. And now he sets his sights upon a new sacrifice, the daughter of Cervantes, who bore deep hatred towards Soul Edge. Zasalamel began to take action. The time to complete his plan was at hand. It was said that even with the full knowledge of her ancestry, the woman sought to destroy Soul Edge. Zasalamel followed her trail and learned that she had attained a certain book. That book was one he had written himself in the past. It contained the rules and legends of his tribe and everything there was to know about the 2 swords. That knowledge must not be allowed into the world. He had to erase the mistakes of his past.
A new journey lies ahead for her.
Very well. This should be interesting.
Well, aren't we cheeky? This'll be fun.
Versus Ivy. Fight!
Ow. So let's beat up Ivy. Nice.
You win.
Do you now understand the difference between us?
After taking the book from the woman, he set it aflame in his hand. During the battle, he had felt an extraordinarily strong hatred towards the cursed sword from her. It would likely be significant to make Siegfried suffer. Zasalamel gave the woman information to lead her to Siegfried, and then put her mansion behind him. Now that his plan to attain the 2 swords has entered its final stage, he needed to nip any potential obstacles in the bud. He had to avoid any last-minute interference. He can eliminate physical threats or eliminate knowledge. Let's eliminate knowledge. It would be problematic for knowledge of Soul Edge to spread any more than necessary. He needed everyone to play out their roles only as directed. There was a man in old Spanish capital of Todo who was collecting information about the cursed sword. Zasalamel headed to Todo to eliminate this threat. He succeeded in setting the man's mansion on fire, but he was seen by a girl who appeared to be acting as his guard.
Determined to save her family, she seeks to destroy the cursed blade.
I shall take you on with my full strength.
So Zasalamel was the one who started the fire.
Versus Cassandra. Fight!
He's getting his ass handed to him. Nice.
You win.
Stay there for an eternity.
From the sword and shield in the girl's hands, Zasalamel felt the power of the gods of Olympus. He finally defeated her using all of his power. Soul Edge had once been shattered by someone with the same power. He had just eliminated a threat even greater than the knowledge possessed by the owner of the mansion. After he left the burning mansion, he headed for a place where he had revived Nightmare, the ruins of Ossenburg Castle.
You're not bad, but I don't like the look in your eyes. There's no need for a conscience. I want to see if you're worthy of that sword. Let's find out.
So, you're a servant of the evil blade. How absurd, trying to challenge me.
Versus Tira. Fight!
Let's fight Tira. I thought for a moment there I was gonna go flying into... Yep, okay, I've gone to the water.
You lose.
Way too quick.
9.
Passion for the unknown. Absurd.
I can't wait to see you in pieces.
Versus Tira. Fight!
Let's just throw you. Nice.
You win.
This was a complete waste of time.
The girl, dappered in evil energy, slipped away and disappeared. She was likely a servant of the cursed sword. It seemed that the sword was frantically trying to survive. Good. When Soul Edge recovered its power and was revived, the Spirit Sword too would have unleashed its power to stop it. And in that instant, Zasalamel would be there. Let me see. We can eliminate those with the power that might interfere with the plan, or eliminate those with ideas that might interfere. Interfere with power. Soul Edge had been destroyed once before, albeit not completely. If by some chance someone exists with the power to completely destroy Soul Edge, all Zasalamel's plans would go up in smoke. Zasalamel traveled to an arena where strong fighters gathered. Most of the warriors there were not worthy of concern. There was no harm in taking precautions. He quickly dispatched the warriors there and appeared before the strongest man at the arena. This was the last one.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Let's finish this quickly.
It's too late to cower in fear.
Versus Dragon. Fight!
Really? This guy? I was expecting rock. Nice.
You win.
This is your end. I shall put you out of your misery.
Zasalamel continued his secret activities to further his plans, but stopped when his mind began to tremble. The part of his mind that desired death was aching. He had experienced this each time in his recent lives, no matter how many times he repeated it. The impending suffering of death terrified him. In order to clear his troubles, old thoughts, and focus his mind, he headed to the clock tower that he used whenever he needed to think deeply.
A pathetic soul who wishes to find peace in death. How laughable. I shall ask you only once.
Versus Zasalamel. Fight!
Time to fight a doppelganger. I do love that this fight, they specifically called this is a doppelganger and not Zasalamel himself. Nice.
You win!
Disappear. This was already decided.
Zasamel's journey continued. He left Europe and diligently continued his secret activities, working towards the completion of his plan. One day, he traveled to a land where the energy of the cursed sword had apparently been sealed. The seal must have been placed by someone of great skill. It was very difficult to break, but he eventually succeeded in removing it. Satisfied with the result, Zasalamel turned to his next objective, but a swordswoman suddenly blocked his path.
Her enemies fall as she attacks with her soul behind every strike.
Hopefully you'll manage to walk away from this.
I will never lose!
Versus Sonmina. Fight!
How's this?
What the? I went for a kick and then suddenly I was on the ground. And she took me out.
You lose.
Want me to teach you how to use that sword?
9.
You shall have a taste of my curse.
Listen up. This fight's mine.
Versus Sonmina. Fight!
I'm surprised that my first attack hit her because it didn't look like it would. How is she kicking my ass?
You lose.
You won't win if you
9.
hesitate.
It's time for your punishment.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Versus Sonmina. Fight!
I saw Mia is giving me trouble. Really? I blocked the first hit and then it's like, yep, just get hit by every other hit.
You win.
Consider yourself lucky for being able to die.
Zasalamel defeated the swordswoman he had encountered after breaking the seal and put that land behind him. From the thickness of the vapors that had been released, he could tell that his objective had been correct. This evil energy will surely eventually return to Soul Edge. When that happens, its strength should increase significantly. In the land farther east, there was an organization that was collecting fragments of Soul Edge. Upon learning this, Zasalamel thought to himself, if the cursed sword were to absorb those fragments, it should recover a significant amount of power. In order to attain the fragments for himself, he entered the Iron Island country in question. In the underground temple he found with thick ebonies of evil energy, he discovered signs that a fierce battle had taken place. It seems that two people being cloaked in evil energy had clashed here. The evil energy was already gone, and he cursed him to himself at the wasteful loss of power of that was their fighting.
Her shadow moves with stealth and disappears into darkness.
I shall take everything away from you.
Well, at least your stance is correct. Ha!
Versus Taki. Fight!
course she dodged. Got her!
You win!
So, you're still alive. You're a tough one.
The one who had suddenly attacked him was unexpectedly strong, and while Zasalamel did achieve victory, he was wounded in the process. The woman had probably been the one who won the battle here earlier. He released the evil energy from her weapon and put this country behind him. Seeking further information, Zasalamel entered India, a land where travelers from both east and west mingled. There he discovered a man with faint evil energy. He might not be much, but it would still serve as a sacrifice to the cursed sword.
He pursues a demon to avenge his fallen comrades.
Very well. This should be interesting.
You really want to do this?
Versus Maxi. Fight!
Let's fight Maxi. I hate when they do that instant guard breakout. Got him.
You win!
Now, I shall end your life.
The time was at hand. Zasamel's plans was finally reaching its climax. He closed in on the man who carried the two swords. He finally caught up to his target at a cathedral in a remote location. He could feel Nightmare's presence ahead. As well, it would appear that the players are all assembled. He passed through the doors. The moment for which he had waited so long was about to arrive.
It's over. Your luck just ran out.
So you've come this far, but it's too late.
Versus Tira. Fight!
Let's beat up Tira again. Come on!
You lose.
Such a fool.
9.
I was doing well and then the games decided no.
You'll be dead before you know it.
Versus Tira. Fight!
Throw you around. Got her.
You win!
I shall send your master to you soon enough.
Come on. Had it been an attempt to buy time, not even turning to look at the bars that fell behind him, Zasalamel continued forward. Nightmare and Siegfried were fighting. From the sounds that echoed through the corridor, the battle was apparently fierce. He didn't care who survived, for the victor was fated to fall to Zasalamel.
If you're after the sword, don't expect to get past here alive. Sorry to keep you. You're up next.
Versus Siegfried. Fight!
Let's fight Siegfried. Give you a throw. Ooh, get away from the ledge. Got him.
You win!
Say, I'm not gonna let you bring me out on a sliver of health.
What I have yearned for all these years is about to come true. What is this? You have no choice. Surrender to me. Do not make me waste my time.
Versus Abyss. Fight!
Time to fight Abyss. You thought we would go through this and we wouldn't have to fight Abyss? And we're fighting him in the realm of the astral chaos. And we get our ass owned.
You lose.
Hellfire.
Nine.
Soul. Very well. This should be interesting. You won't stand against me. Prepare.
Versus Abyss. Fight!
I do like that for Zasalamel, you do get a unique stage for the final fight. You throw because it's like, well, he can't become Abyss, so it's like, well, let's have Abyss fight him in the astral chaos.
You win!
Stay there for an eternity. Oh, at last my wish will be fulfilled. This curse will finally be lifted. Now, grant me eternal rest. My curse was lifted, and I was freed from my eternal damnation. I then contemplated how I should spend the remainder of my life. Wishing to leave a record of my lives for the ages, I wrote volumes upon volumes of books. With everything complete, all that remains now is to wait for my time.
And that was Zasalamel. We only have one character left to do, which is Siegfried. So, I'll leave you to these credits. If you enjoyed this episode, do you like the video? Are we getting a slightly different credit theme? Anyway, if you like this episode, do you like the video, as it helps tremendously? Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you for the final episode. Later, everyone.
legend will never die.